Krishnamas are coming and spoiling our kids. Santa Amarka said, nobody is coming. We all have CCTV installed. We saw nobody there. Prahlad is by nature Bhakta. So Hiranyakashipu got very angry. He said, this Prahlad is a rascal. He is spoiled and I don't want such a son. And he told his soldiers to kill him. They took weapons to chop his body, but the weapons didn't work. They threw him in fire. He was protected. They threw him inside ocean. Nothing happened to him. They threw him in a room full of snakes. Nothing happened to him. They gave him a glass of poison to drink. And he drank. And he was survived. They put him below the elephant's legs. Nothing happened to him. They threw him in a hole and put stones on the top. Still he survived. They threw him on a very big height from a mountain below. Not a single bone broke. They kept him hungry in a closed room for days and days. But nothing happened to him. Every time Hiranyakashipu tried, Prahlad survived. So Hiranyakashipu failed to kill a small 5-year-old boy. So when he was in worry, Santa Amarka said, why are you worrying? Even Indra is afraid of you. Even Yamaraj is afraid of you. This is a 5-year-old boy. He will come and serve Shukracharya, our spiritual master. He will get rectified. Send him to the school again. So Prahlad went to the school. And in the recess lunchtime, all the boys, demonic boys, they are playing. Prahlad is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So all the boys said, Prahlad, come, play with us. Prahlad said, no, I don't want to waste my time. They said, what are you doing? Then he gave a class to them. And they became devotees. Now whole school is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And chanting and dancing. So they asked Prahlad, you have the same teachers, you are in the same school, you have the same syllabus. How did you learn all this? He said, I learned from my spiritual master Narad Muni. He said, you are a 5-year-old boy, whole time staying in the palace. Where did you meet Narad Muni? So he said, when my father Hiranyakashipu was gone for tapasya, then Indra kidnapped my mother, who was pregnant with me. And my mother was crying, going Gaya to. So that time Narad Muni came and chastised Indra. That why you are harassing this lady? She is pregnant. Indra said she is pregnant with a boy and he will be next Hiranyakashipu version 2.1. He will be 2.0. So as soon as he is born, I will kill him, otherwise we will have two headaches. And Narad Muni said, no, the boy inside the womb is a great devotee. Immediately, Indra begged forgiveness and left. So Narad told Kayadu, you are free to go. Kayadu said, no, I can't go to my palace. Who knows, Indra will change his mind and attack again. So Narad said, okay, you stay in my ashram, there Indra will not come. And she stayed in the ashram. Then Kayadu told Narad Muni, I am very afraid. I don't want to give birth to my boy now. Till my husband doesn't return, I don't want to give birth. Because who knows, after I give birth, Indra will start his Mission Impossible series and keep on attacking and killing the boy. So by Narad Muni's blessing, she kept the baby inside the womb for many, many years. Thousands of years. And Narad Muni as usual gave Bhagavatam classes in his ashram. Kayadu would attend. And she was in so much anxiety for the baby, she would forget the classes. But the child inside the womb heard the classes, and when he was born, he was a pure devotee of Krishna. So we should encourage our children, even pregnant ladies and everybody to attend the class even if they don't understand. The sound vibration goes inside the ears of the audience and their heart changes. So in this way Prahlad became devotee by the mercy of Narad Muni. So when the whole school became devotee, Devamata got panicked. They said, whole school is spoiled now. They went and reported to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu became very angry and he called Prahlad and he said, how you got so much bhakti? How you got so much determination? That you are not fearful from anybody, including me. Whole world is fearful of me. Prahlad thought he was making a submissive inquiry, how one can get bhakti. And Prahlad said, unless you control your senses, you cannot get bhakti. My dear father, you are always angry, you are always doing sense enjoyment. Bhakti cannot be obtained by like this. Hiranyakashipu got further angry because he is telling him, you are not a good sense controller. He said, you always spoke about Vishnu, some god. Will he come to protect you? And he took out his sword. He said, I will kill you right now. Will he come to protect you? Where is he? He said, he is everywhere, all pervading. He said, is he in the pillar? He said, yes. And he went and punched the pillar broke, and out came Narsingadev. Half man, half lion, with so much sound coming out, roaring. Hiranyakashipu saw and he was surprised. He said, this is neither man nor lion. Face is of lion, rest body is of man. And Hiranyakashipu thought, he has come to kill me, but by Brahma's boon nobody can kill. And he fought with him. And finally, at the end of the fight, Narsingadev picked the Hiranyakashipu, kept it on his lap, on the doorway of his palace, and opened his chest, took out the heart and threw it like a football, and took out his intestine and wore it like a garland and killed him. He killed him on the doorway, which is neither inside nor outside. He killed him on the lap. It is neither in the sky nor in the ground. He killed him with his nails. They are not weapons. And neither is man nor is animal. And he killed him Sandhya time, neither day or night. He fulfilled all the boons of Brahma and killed Hiranyakashipu. If you take the greatest fiction writer of this world today and tell him this half story and tell him to create a character which will kill Hiranyakashipu, he will never be able to create a single thing. It is not imagination, he is person, he is existing. After killing Hiranyakashipu, he sat on the throne of Hiranyakashipu, but he is still angry. So all the thousands of demonic soldiers of Hiranyakashipu, they attacked him. And Narsingadev had so many hands, and each hand had weapons. But he killed all the soldiers not with weapons, but by his nails. All the soldiers who attacked Narsingadev just touched his nail, tuck, 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 and they got killed. That is the first touchscreen game. Now they do touch, touch, touch and kill some demons in the game. Narsingadev started this. The first time he did that. So then rest of the demons ran away. And that's how Hiranyakashipu got killed. All the demigods came and they celebrated and prayed. But Narsingadev was still angry. So Brahma was afraid to go. Lord Shiva was afraid to go near him. So they told Lakshmi, go, we pacify our husband. He is still angry. Lakshmi said, no, I have not seen him so angry, I cannot go. So then Brahma told Prahlad Maharaj, you go. Prahlad was not afraid. He went and paid obeisances. Seeing Prahlad, Narsingadev got pacified. So even if a lion is very, very ferocious, but for his own son or own cub, lion is very gentle. So for demons, the form of Narsingadev may be very ferocious. For devotees, he is very loving, very merciful. And today is his appearance day, which means his birthday. And the Lord, of course, is merciful, but on birthday he is more merciful. Just like if a child has birthday, what they do? They go to school with many chocolates in the bag. And whole day they wait for the teacher to give permission so that they can distribute chocolate to the whole class. Right? Why? Because he is very merciful on birthday. Other days also the child has chocolate in the bag, but he never distribute, he only eat. But birthday is waiting to distribute. Because birthday you are more generous. So Nrsimhadev is every day merciful, but on his birthday he is more merciful. So today even little service we do, we'll get so much benefit. So we should serve Nrsimhadev. Such a big arrangement is here. It requires service. Somebody arrange cleaning, somebody arrange decoration, somebody doing kirtan, somebody is cooking, somebody serving prasadam, somebody will do minda, and many of you give Lakshmi. So please keep doing some service to Nrsimhadev. On the day of festival, there is more mercy. On the day of festival, there are more blessings. Bhakti takes birth in our heart on the appearance day of the Lord. Bhakti Janani, Madhav Tithi Bhakti Janani. And Bhakti is nourished when we congregate like this with so many devotees, chant, dance and hear and offer service. So Lord Nrsimhadev appeared to protect Prahlad Maharaj and to give us opportunity to depend on him, understand that he will always protect. He came from the pillar, not from the door, just to prove the words of Prahlad Maharaj, that Prahlad Maharaj, whatever he is saying, is truthful. He killed Hiranyakashipu, keeping the bones of Brahma intact so that Brahma's name is not spoiled. That Brahma's bone is, otherwise he could have killed him. In fact, Nrsimhadev doesn't have to come down to kill. He is sitting in the heart of Hiranyakashipu. From inside he will do something, he will have heart attack and he will die. But still he came down to give us darshan and have this pastime. So when we hear this pastime, we get attracted to him, we get purified to him. As I told this katha in short, in Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto, there is full katha and all of you should read this. There is a book table outside where you can purchase a Srimad Bhagavatam set if you don't have. And read 7th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, read Nrsimha Katha and you will get so much attached to Nrsimha. You get so much attached to Krishna, and that's the goal of life. Each one of us is part and parcel of Krishna, but we have forgotten Krishna. We have a loving relationship with Krishna, but we have forgotten. But Krishna has not forgotten us. Krishna is waiting for us in the spiritual world. Since how many years he is waiting? Unlimited, uncountable, millions of years he is waiting. But we are still here in Singapore. So we should go back to Krishna. If somebody is waiting for you since millions of years, forget love. At least courtesy wise go back and ask him, hey, what is happening? Why are you waiting? Forget whether you are interested or not. Forget whether you love him or not. At least courtesy wise, if somebody is waiting outside the door of your house for 5-6 hours, will you not go and say what you want? So Krishna is waiting for millions of years. Why should we just stay in Singapore? We should go back to Krishna. So for that we have to prepare the journey, prepare for the journey. And Srila Prabhupada has given us a process. Getting up early morning, doing Mangala Aarti, Nrsimha Aarti, Tulsi Aarti, chanting minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Singarati, Guru Puja, Bhagavatam class, Prasadam, 4 related principles. And every Saturday we have a class in Gauranga Center. So please participate in these events, please participate in these programs, in these festivals. And every day we chant our rounds, minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Add Krishna to your life. And in that way, we get purified. We develop love for Krishna. And this life, last life, we'll go back to Krishna. We don't have to come back in Singapore or take birth again in this material world as a dog or a cat or a fish or an insect or a tree or a bird or a snake or even human. Even if we come back next life, in the womb of the mother, will be in the small bag upside down for 9 months. That is big suffering. And after birth, believe me when I say this, after birth your mother will send you back to school. That is another 20 years of suffering. Again you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Again you have to do 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. And again you have to do Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall and Baba black sheep. Only a foolish person will do this again. After doing 20 years this life and doing millions of times, believe me, next life also syllabus is not going to change. Same thing is going to be done. So better we go back to Krishna, not come back to this material world. Srila Prabhupada is so merciful. He has made a very simple process, especially hearing. So we chant, we hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So please take up Krishna consciousness seriously. If you are new here, let bhakti take birth in your heart today. Please start chanting and come every Saturday to Gauranga Center, and that way we will grow in spiritual. Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna.